with the question of exile. Now, Said has defined exile as living in a place that you don't want. So, look at it that way. If exile means living in a place that you don't want to, living, living in a place that you don't want to, then also by the same token, it means leaving a place that you don't want. Leaving, a place that you don't want. So, if exile is associated with the embracing of a place reluctantly, then it is also associated with discarding a place reluctantly. So, the point of origin and the point of destination are both important in conceptualizing exile. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? So there is in exile both a physical fact of movement, mobility, and a mental fact of coming to terms with this movement of mobility. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? Yes or no? You go from one place to another. If this movement is reluctant, then it is called exile. But along with this physical fact, there is also a mental fact because places have associations. As I was discussing just the other day while analyzing or giving you a kind of a pointer towards a geocritical reading of out of place. So there is a physical fact of moving from one place to another, and also the mental certainty of certain associations being disturbed and new associations being formed. Are you getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now you see, in the case of out of place, there is the physical fact of dislocation from one place to another and still from other places to other ones. So there is a continuous stream of crossings, passages. So along with this physical facts, this physical phenomenon, there is also the mental phenomenon of shedding certain associations and getting certain others. And because in out of place, as a lexical marker, we get to hear the faint sound of strangeness, of a disruption, of a lack of comfort. We tend to see that there is a vicious circle. You feel out of place because you have come from one place to another. Similarly, you will see that you feel out of place, and that is why you have to make this movement, this journey, this change of place. So, this feeling of out of placeness is both the cause and the effect of dislocation. And it is also both the cause and the effect of a sense of exile. This displacement is there, and it is an autobiography. We all know autobiography means auto means self, bios means life, and graphy means writing. So it is writing about one's own life. So when somebody writes about his or her own life, it becomes autobiography. If it is done by somebody else, it is only biography. We all know that. Now, this memoir can be called a displaced autobiography because it talks about the fact of displacement, repeated displacements in the case of sight, and the resultant sense of unease. So, I think today we have discussed three topics. First of all, there is there was illness and identity. Actually, I have discussed the process of identity formation as it can be reflected in and through a particular piece of writing. Similarly, I have discussed the issue of exile as treated by Edward Said in Out of Place, and also considered out of place as a displaced autobiography.